Right, again, why would you want to learn how to defend yourself against a knife? Most criminals, in violent crime, there's a weapon involved. There's going to be a knife involved, there's going to be a firearm involved, there's going to be some kind of weapon involved. The most accessible weapon is a blade. It's the cheapest thing around there, and yeah, it's a very deadly thing. So what kind of blades do you get? First of all, you get a fixed blade that can't fold. Okay? You get a blade with a single edge, and you get double edge blades. Okay? Both of them have got different pros and cons. Then you get your normal folder knife, which folds up much smaller. Okay? And when accessed, then obviously you've got a single edge blade and the tip. Right, so what do we look at? For carrying purposes, if your country allows you to carry a knife, okay, it's probably you find that the folder is far more concealed, it's much smaller, and today's folders are such good quality because the only problem in the early days were the quality once the blade is accessed, the quality of the strength of the blade. Okay, a lot of times they broke off in impact. But nowadays folders are so good quality that that's no more concern. These are pretty handy if you go fishing or hiking or any kind of activity in that sense, or if you know you have to walk around and it has to be immediately accessed. This is a better kind of blade to have. Obviously you get much bigger fixed blades than what you do smaller folders. With the kind of folders that you get, first of all, how do we grip these knives? Okay, the way you're going to grip them, there's different kinds of ways people hold their knives. Okay, the best way, because we carry our firearm that way, we hold our baton that way, we punch that way, is a fist grip. Okay, that's the best kind of way to hold this blade. Another reason why I like holding our blade in a fist grip is it's much more difficult to pull off. Okay, so if somebody's trying to disarm you, this way is the best strength grip that you can have. This way, like I say, I can punch at somebody, I can use the bottom part of the knife, I can use the tip, I can slash, I can use any side I want to. Which kind of blade would you want? Well, again, depending on the application, okay, and your goal in carrying a blade. For self-defense purposes, anything that's got a sharp tip, okay, and an edge is a good weapon. A broken glass, a sharpened fork. If you look at criminals in prison, well, they do not have blades like this. Okay, they sharpen a bicycle spoke or they sharpen any kind of toothbrush and they start shanking each other to death. Right, so you do not need a $100 or $200 blade to be able to defend yourself. Okay, obviously it is a much better investment, but yeah, do not think that the criminal has got very expensive knives out there. So, what do we look at? How do we hold this, and what blade do we choose? Well, you got the blade, single blade, and double edge blade. You got the tip. So there's 4 ways you can actually hold this knife. Okay, it's a normal hammer grip, first hammer grip, with a tip up and the blade to the front. You got the grip where the blade is on the inside. You got the ice pick grip with the blade on the inside, and the ice pick grip with the blade on the outside. All of them have got pros and cons. This here is the most common grip and the most versatile grip. Okay, it's got the longest range, and it's the most versatile in direction and stacking as well. Okay, but there's no problem in holding your blade this way or this way. But a lot of times they use these kind of grips in the movies because it looks far more exciting than a normal grip this way. Right, so make sure you hold the blade nice and tight. Make sure that, that this is just an extension of your fist. It's not something that now all of a sudden you've got a knife in the hand. Like I said, I can punch, stab, anything with this weapon. Also, you get different systems that say, yeah, they got 20 knife attacks or 20 directions that they can stab at somebody. Doesn't really matter. There's a circle of 360 degrees, 361 in the middle, so you can have 361 degrees if you want to, 361 attacks. Doesn't really matter. Okay? As long as you can work up against a punching bag or just move your knife around, you can be very effective. Just hold it nice and tight.